Welcome back to Action Figure Obsession, where we make videos sometimes just because it's more comfortable to sit at the work table than it is to lay down and rest your injured foot. And I'm Avian and Loaded, the proprietor of this fine YouTube channel. Well, fine is a funny term, but yeah. Anyway, Action Figure Obsession. No idea what the episode number is. I think I gave up on that. I can always go back later and assign them numbers, I guess. But anyways, been doing some painting here on the work table, and just did a quick paint job for one of my Tony Masters. Never remember what his supervillain name is. Ooh, that looks cool. Just used a silver acrylic paint pen to... and it needs some touch-up still, but the main part of it is done and dry. So wanted to get it onto Tony's hand here, and you can still see some of the lines and stuff, but I think I'll probably do a second coat, or more likely some battle damage. I like to lean in when things are imperfect with my action figures, and in my definition of leaning into this. And, you know, this is the Captain America translucent shield from the Commander Rogers figure. Had extras of those. I probably still have 3 or 4 that I haven't used yet, or that are being used by a Captain America or a Commander Rogers figure. But anyway, yeah, old Tony here, he needed a shield. And, you know, it's funny. I know I gave a Taskmaster shield to that Kitbash Taskmaster that I did the other day with the Count Nefaria body. But, okay, so he has a Taskmaster shield. But there should be another one around. Oh, no, yeah, there should be another one around here someplace. Boy, it's really confusing. All these figures, and I can't keep a damn thing straight. Speaking of straight, his sword looks straight. Must be the other one. Let's see. Let's just see your sword, Tony. Oh, yeah, you got a little Tony Peronis going on here. I see. All right. Well, we'll have to try to get that straightened out, I guess. Which head do you prefer, by the way, on the Taskmaster, on the Udon? Oh, did I say that I knew his name was Taskmaster? My mistake. There goes the joke. Do you like the sort of the Udon-style head? Which also looked really good when they redid it for the AIM 2-pack and made that like an AIM helmet. That was pretty cool. Or not AIM, Hydra, rather. Or do you prefer the sort of more traditional white hooded look for Taskmaster? See, what I would do, and I prefer the sort of the stock Udon look, but I think what I would do, if I had another white cape, I'd probably throw a cape on here. You know, just a white cape to kind of sell the look of him, you know, being in that armor, but also with the hood. The hood looks a little bare without a cape there. You know, my opinion. Just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Agree, disagree. If you disagree, you know, leave a comment. You guys seem very agreeable in the comments. I do appreciate that. Also, looking at my... let's see, where's the other one? Oh, they're even both looking the right way. Okay. So these are my 2 Gamerverse Marvel vs. Capcom Captain Americas from the 2-pack with Blue Venom. Was very pleased on my tax refund day, toy hunt, to get a good deal on the second one here. Because I really... I get very nervous and anxious if I only have one of a really good Captain America, because, you know, I'm handling my Captain Americas so often that I worry that something terrible is going to happen, and then I'm not going to have an extra, like a backup copy. So it's nice to know that I got a backup here in case somebody takes a silver, you know, acrylic paint pen and... Nah, forget I said that. But anyway, yeah. So I got plenty of extras of the Secret Wars cap. We got this guy, and then we got this guy, and we got this guy, and then we got this guy, and then I got another one in the Jack Kirby Thousand Oaks Memorial Shelf. A whole bunch of Captain Americas right here, as you may have seen on a previous video. I gave Ultimate Cap an AR from G.I. Joe Classified. That seemed to work for him better than the little Is it a Tech 9? Yeah, I think it's a Tech 9. Here, let me. That was the other thing I painted, other than Tony Masters' new shield. Is this is the I think it's a Tech 9. It comes with the it came, I believe, with the Deadpool and Hydra Bob San Diego Comic Con 2-pack. And I don't mind if the gun is one color, if it's black, or if it's gunmetal gray, that kind of thing. I mean, it's always nice if they add a little dry brushing to it, no matter what color it is. And Hasbro rarely does, but I just thought I'd add something to this big green hunk of, it's not even big, it's small, but this little green machine pistol, something to give it a little bit of life and make it seem like it might actually, just be a green gun with a silver magazine in it. So I think I covered everything. Last thing I noticed is I thought I was done, that I forgot the bottom, so I had to go back and paint the bottom. But yeah, and just to dry it, this folding knife is very duller than hell. Actually, I only use it for opening action figure boxes. The truck that used to go to the flea market every week that would sharpen your knife for like $10. They don't come around anymore, so I haven't been able to get this sharpened in quite some time. But I was looking around for something, because it never occurred to me when I was painting it, that I was going to need to set it down somewhere to dry. And I looked over there, and there was my action figure box opening knife, and I'm like, oh, I bet I could slip it under that clip. So it's probably dry by now, because Tony's shield is dry. I felt it. It's not tacky anymore. It seems like this acrylic paint dries pretty quick on little tiny action figure accessories. So yeah, the reason why I got the two Gamerverse caps together is because one lives here on the work table, this guy here, and then this guy is in my Marvel vs. Capcom display, which I did a video on some time ago. If you're interested in that, go back and take a look. And I think I'm sick of that. I don't know. Because I don't have anybody in an action pose. Well, most of them aren't on my Marvel vs. Capcom shelf. I've got Blackheart sort of jumping through the air on a flight stand, because Hasbro gave him such shitty ankles that he really can't stand up believably. I saw a video the other day where they looked at that figure and they were showing it standing there, and I'm like, how the hell did you do that? Because he has for a Build-A-Figure, you'd think that they could give him proper ankles. He's basically got horse's hooves and not the right joints to be able to stand on them. They probably used some sticky tack or some sort of trickery to make me think that mine was defective. I don't know. Oh, and I did get out those Venoms, since I'm catching you up on everything. And I put the... what did I do with him? Where the hell is he? The other... Okay, there was a fourth Venom here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, so it's this one. This one is newly tentacleized. This is... I want to say the 3-pack one. I'm not 100% sure. It's... Or is it? Nope. This is the, this is the 85 years one. Yeah, I should have known the head. That's the 85 years, brought to you by Venom there. And then this one, this is the 3-pack one. Okay, don't knock anybody over. I'm so sick of knocking people over. So this is the 3-pack one, which is basically the same body as this one. I think there might be a change or two. The dead giveaway on this body, which I think was based on Omega Red, is the sort of tentacle, or tendrils rather, that you can kind of see on the forearms, and only on the forearms of this figure, of this design. That's one of the things they went back and fixed with the blue Venom, which is basically also this body. Well, it's more this body, because this body, they left the Omega Red hole. Now, you may recall the first Retro Venom, the one that was cel-shaded. They used the Omega Red body, but the Omega Red body had holes where you see these tendrils here on the shoulders. And that original retro cel-shaded Venom on the Spider-Man retro card, they just left the open holes right here. That's Hasbro being peak Hasbro right there. And then when they released this guy, Did we decide this is a 3-pack one? I think this is a 3-pack one. When they re-released them, when they re-released it again as Venom, they at least put these. I mean, this is what they should have thought of the first time. They didn't have to retool the torso in order to do this. All they had to do was make the tools for a couple of little tendril nubbins and pay somebody at the factory 7 cents to glue them in there. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can kind of see. Oh my God, I can even see the glue. Can you see the glue right there at the base of it? There's a little glue stick, kind of shining. That doesn't surprise me at all. Like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Hasbro never fails to fail. But anyway, I don't mind the tendrils. I mean, that's Venomy, and it's a better solution than just leaving you with 2 big goddamn holes on his shoulders like they did with the retro cell-shaded Venom, which otherwise was a great figure, except for the holes in the shoulders. But eventually I got rid of him. And then, as I say, you can tell these are mostly the same figure, except this one they retooled the torso, got rid of the holes from the original Omega Red body mold. And then for the blue one, which is over in my Marvel vs. Capcom, I believe that they retooled the forearms so he doesn't have the tendrils on there. And what they really should have done with these tendrils on the forearms, I like the look of it. I think maybe there should be a little more of that, at least going up the arms and onto the torso. I don't know, but they probably should have painted a different shade of black, like a dark charcoal or something, just to kind of highlight it, because you don't really even notice it. It almost looks like a mistake that those, and I'm not talking about the smoke tendrils. I'm talking about the sculpted on ones on the forearms. It just looks weird that is the one and only place on his entire otherwise excellent body where you see any tendrils. So I should have done this on a Tuesday. It's like Tuesday. You got your 2 Venoms, you got your 2 Captain Americas, you got your 2 Tonys over here. Who else have we got 2 of? 2 Deadpools right here. See him? 2 and 2 Wolverines. 2 Wolverines right there. Anybody else? 2 AIM guys. There are 2 2020 Retro Spider-Mans here, but I'm not going to go slow enough to... 2 Mental Patient Punishers right there. There they are. And anybody else? Going once, going twice. Ironically, I think that's it for guys that there's 2 of on the table. Anyway, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, I guess these guys don't really count because the missing tendrils on this one and the tendrils on that one show that they are different figures, even though they're virtually identical, other than those tendrils. But and the head sculpts obviously are different. And this is actually, you know what? Okay, so this is the one I decided to put the second set of Iron Man diesel smoke effects on, because they kind of look like symbiote tentacles. And I was looking at my... I really like this head for Venom. Brought to you by... I really like this head. To me, that just screams Todd McFarlane. I mean, maybe Mark Bagley, too. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really get too worked up about the exactness of it. But certainly the McFarlane... Larson, Bagley, Venom, are you feeling dizzy? Era. But I went through my remaining stock of Venom stuff. I got a big bag full of all my various Venom parts. And I usually don't like the tongue. There we go. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Take 7 hits. 7, shots. Yeah, 7 shots right now. Okay, I'll pick them up later. Anyway, let me just finish what I was saying and I'll let you go here. So yeah, I was looking for another recipient for the extra set of these Iron Man sort of diesel smoke effects that I found. And I had the head that's the half Eddie Brock, half sort of symbiote covering up his head, if you follow that sentence. And I had that on here, but I'm not really wild about it. I mean, and they did at least go to the trouble of making it look like it's very similar to this head, like it could be the same guy. So you probably could get away with like some stop motion animation or whatever. But even though I don't usually like the tongue out look, I decided to go with this one, and I'll tell you why. The main thing I don't like is when it's got the goo dripping off of it. I'm just not I mean, it looks fine in the comics, and I have no problem with the fact that they have presented that idea that his, alien tongue has like green goo dripping off of it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I don't like it in action figure form. But this one, I mean, look at the meatiness of that tongue. Look at the texture. Look at the vividness of the color. I don't think it's painted. I think it's just molded in that red. But they picked the exact sort of ground beef red to really sell that as an alien tongue coming out of his head. And it's grotesque. It's absolutely grotesque. And it's not, it's not this head, which I love. I love this head so much that I have two of this figure, both of them having this head on them. One is in my Spider-Man display, and then this guy is currently, oh my God, it's so nausea-inducing. Are you okay? Brought to you by. But yeah, I like the red tongue. The red tongue, this bright red, like murder tongue. I mean, and look at the just the girth of it and the presence of it, how it's just barely able to clear his teeth because his tongue is just so full and meaty and girthy, and it's gross. It's really gross, and I really feel like if they had painted some goo on there, well, molded or sculpted some goo on there and then painted it, or more likely because it's Hasbro, just molded it but not painted it. But I really feel like I feel like this works in a way for me that the goo tongues just do not. I mean, and maybe it's just the simple combination. I mean, one of my favorite combinations, and it was the color scheme for my my comic book website that I did, good God, 26 years ago, was red, white, and black. And I mean, the black of Venom with the white of the logo and the eyes, and the red of the gums and the tongue. And I think those might be two different shades. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because the gum is such a small line. But no, they are. Okay, so the gums are painted, and they're a little bit more orangey than the tongue, which I guess is natural. I think that would be, even though we're talking about humans here, and this is Venom, so he's got some alien DNA in there somewhere. But, yeah, I like the fact that the gums are a slightly different shade from the tongue, and that, of course, again, is because I think, yeah, the gums are definitely paint. I had to look at it off camera. The gums are paint, and the tongue is a molded piece, which they probably glued in there. I mean, so which means, by the way, if you take a heat gun or some hot water, you probably could get that tongue out if you just want them with a big open mouth, but then you'd have a big gaping hole where that tongue used to be. Sort of like you'd have that problem in real life if you took Venom's tongue out, except, that would be even worse and gorier. But, yeah, so I did find somebody else to give those other not tentacles, those other smoke effects, the Iron Man smoke effects too, and they're living in two different places in the toy room. This one is going to go back in the Spider-Man shelf, and then this one is gonna hang out here on the work table because I already have one of this guy on my Spider-Man shelf. So I have, and these guys, these Venoms that got knocked over. All right, let me just pick up Tony here. Oh, I see. That's where the missing shield went. Doy. This is what action figure obsession is all about. Forgetting what you did like 2 hours ago. Oh my God. So I do have 2 Taskmaster shields and 3 Taskmasters, which is why I had to paint. Where is he? Where'd he go? Where's the one I painted? Are you shitting me? Well, this is a mystery. Oh. No, that's not him, and that's not him. Where's the other one with the udon head? Okay, I am really confused. Did I black out somewhere in the middle of this video? Possibly. Well, I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Somehow. Is he one of the ones that got knocked over? No. Wow. All right, well, that's wild, but I won't waste any more of your time with it, but I got to figure out where that other Taskmaster went. So there's the one that doesn't have a shield. There's the one that does have a shield. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a damn minute, as Dr. McCoy would say. Something really ain't right here. Because he's the one that had the shield, right? The silver shield? Where the hell did it go? When everything fell over, it must have gone flying. Well, it's got to be around here somewhere. I could cheat, I guess. All right. Well, we're going to have to end this one on a mystery, I'm afraid. Tony, where's your shield? Well, he ain't talking. They almost never talk. I mean, sometimes after I've had a couple of margaritas, but All right, that's 20 minutes, I guess. That'll do it for this action figure obsession. Sorry for the unresolved mystery, but I'll probably let you know when I figure it out where the hell that other shield went. If you like the video, why? That's the only question that I have. If you like the video, why? Uh, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video with those you love, or those you hate, or just those you're relatively ambivalent about. And I guess I will see you again on the next action figure obsession.